Hello everybody, this is Nick Mercier and I'm going to be going through a presentation of using EM PowerPoint Video Converter. And this will show how to create PowerPoint screencasts for YouTube, get them up on YouTube so you can share them with everyone. The goals of this video are to learn the interface for EM PowerPoint Video Converter. I'm using the free version. The not free version is relatively cheap, but I'm cheaper, so I'm using free right now. And I want to show you how quickly and easy it is to make a PowerPoint video file and then how you can upload it to YouTube. I'm actually currently going through the process right now, but I'll step you through it in kind of a very meta, self-recurring thing. Now, you'll notice down in the right-hand corner there's a number. That is because in a previous video I talked about how using multiple duplicate slides can create the illusion of some animations on screen. So that number down there will keep track of each individual slide. So it's right there, and you can see that when the arrow was added, the number changed to 2. It's just a little visual reminder of how I'm doing things with various slides. So this is what the interface for the EM Free PowerPoint Video Converter looks like. Kind of intimidating, but it's relatively easy to use. There's a lot of advanced settings that you don't typically need to concern yourself with. So the first thing you're going to do is right there, the new task button. When you click that, a little thing will come up and it'll say add files, and you want to add, you want to select add file because we're only going to be doing one for now. You can get fancier in the future if you want and narrate a whole series of different PowerPoint files in a row or string things together, but we're just going to add one. So when you click add file, you get a typical file finding menu thing. So in the upper part of the menu, you're going to navigate to where your PowerPoint presentation is, and as you can see, this one I entitled Using EM PowerPoint Video Converter. So you go and you select your file, and then you're going to click open down in the lower right hand corner, and this window is going to pop up. There's that little option up there that says do not automatically display this dialog, but if you're just using this to make YouTube videos, there's no problem with having it pop up every time. You're going to click the button that says AVI video. That's going to make your format an MPEG-4 format, which is really easy to upload to YouTube. And you click that, and now you can see that the PowerPoint file has been added there. Now it says in 1, out 4. That's because when I was just adding it visually, there were only 4 slides. So you can actually set which slides you're going to start narrating at and which slides you're going to end narrating at using the trim option. But again, that's really advanced and you don't need to worry about that. You might want to do that if you're narrating something you've done as a presentation and you had specific slides that you just didn't need to go over. But it's entirely up to you. Okay, so now that you have your PowerPoint slide in there, we're going to really quickly go down here, and the mode that we want is most likely going to be interactive. Interactive allows you to narrate and record the audio as you're going. That's what I'm actually doing right now. So if you hit auto, what's going to happen is you're just going to automatically transition from slide to slide every 6 seconds according to the current settings, or however many seconds you want. But if you're narrating a PowerPoint like this, then you really don't want to do that. You might want to do auto if, say, you were doing a bunch of just ads that you want to turn into a video, or if it was a picture slideshow, something like that you didn't need to talk over. But if you're talking over it, then this is what you're going to want to do. Okay. And you can see when I selected interactive, it gives you a detailed description right here. It says you can play the PowerPoint file manually, click on the left mouse button, or press the down button on the keyboard to view the next slide until the end. What they don't tell you, though, is you can actually hit the left arrow I found to go backwards. So that's useful sometimes if you forgot something and you don't want to have to redo the entire show. But we're going to just keep going forwards for now. Then down here is where you're going to select your file name. So you click that button that the arrow is pointing to, and again it brings up a file dialog that looks like this. Again, navigate to wherever you want to save your file. You can see right there that this is the same folder. I saved another file in Testing Proof of Concept, which was the first video I did. And you can just type in your file name, and then you're going to go and click Save. And then your new file name will be displayed down in the file name area. And once you've done all that, you're pretty much set up. Like I said, there are other options. You can change your video options, you can change your audio options, but there's no real reason to. The only thing you might want to do is go, instead of 2 compressions, doing just a single compression. Again, it doesn't really matter unless you're doing something massive, because once you upload it to YouTube, you can just delete the file off your hard drive. So you're going to hit convert, and once you do that, you begin narrating the PowerPoint slideshow. It'll show up in a separate window, and I don't have a picture of that because this would have been way too recursive if I'd done that. But it shows up in a separate window, and you navigate using the down arrow and the left arrow, or your left click mouse button, whichever you're more comfortable with. And when you reach the end of your show, then it will go through a process of actually converting the video file. And once it's done converting the video file, it'll save it wherever you put it. So the next thing we need to do is get this video up on YouTube. So we're going to go to youtube.com, and if you don't have a YouTube account already, you can set one up. If you have a Gmail account, your Gmail account, or any Google account really, if you set up a Google account, that will also work for a YouTube account. Once you're logged in, there is a link in the upper right-hand corner that says Upload. It brings you to a page that looks like this. You're going to click the Upload Video button, and just like before, that's going to bring up a file selection window, and you're going to navigate to where the file was, and you're going to go ahead and select your video file. And once you've selected your file, it'll start to upload. You can see upload progress there. It's at 32%. And then you're going to go down here, and you can add in titles like how to create a video. You can put in a description. That'll be a longer description of what your video is. Tags are then whatever you think are important tags to include in the video. For example, for this video, I might do tutorial, I might do EM PowerPoint converter, I might do PowerPoint, I might do slidecast, and you separate all your tags with a comma. Then you select your category. For this, it'd most likely be educational or something like that. And then your privacy settings. Public means anyone can search for it and view it, which is usually what you want. You want people to see your things, especially if it's, even if it's meant for just the school, it's cool to share with the world, and there's no reason not to. Unlisted means that you have to send people a link, and anyone who has the link can view the file, but it won't show up in search directories. And private means you invite certain specific users to view it, and that's really not something that we need to do at all. Then you're going to click Save Changes. Once you do that, 2 things will pop up. One will be a URL, and this will be how you'd share it with a generic person via email. If you want to send someone a link, which we've all done, you go, hey, I got this link, here it is. So you can put in email, IMs, whatever. The other sharing option is embedding, and embedding is what you'll typically use to put a YouTube video directly into a website. So that is another feature right there that you'll probably use if you want to share your videos on your website or whatever. So to review, we went over how to create a video using EM PowerPoint Video Converter. I used the free version, but the pay version is not much different. And then how to upload your video to YouTube. Again, it's a really simple process. It's very easy to do. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave replies below or hit me on Twitter or email me. And I hope you really enjoyed the show. Thank you very much.